In the meantime, we're talking about ways to help your wallet and keep you up to date on business news. It's our segment called The Business Brief, and our business analyst, Ryan Frazier, joins us now for it. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Colorado. Good to be with you all this morning. And if I can, Liz, I want to say this business brief is all about educating and informing people about what's going on with business and why, so that they can make sound decisions when it comes to their wallet, their livelihood in our community. But I also want people to know that I believe at this time in our country with the COVID-19 and the unrest we're seeing, that it's very important that we all learn the lessons from not only the unrest we've seen, but ultimately what people are going through even today. And I believe it's so important that businesses lead as a part of the change in creating good for society, which is good for business and good for everyone. So whether it be eliminating systemic issues or creating more opportunity or changing the culture in America, we all have a stake in learning the lessons from George Floyd's death. So let's get to business here. First off, let's start off with a check of the markets this morning. Right now, the Dow is up just slightly, as is the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Russell 2K, all up slightly. And as one commentator said earlier this morning on another show, there's an uncomfortable calm with the markets given the protests that's going on right now. Last week's gains led to a major index averages to their first back-to-back monthly advances since late 2019, driven by vaccine optimism and reopenings all across the country. Expect the markets this week to respond to U.S.-China tensions, in particular developments with Hong Kong and continued reopening news with an emphasis on the impact by recent nationwide protests. Next up, Junior Achievement and the Brian Hamilton Foundation survey has shown that teen interest in entrepreneurship is high. New research conducted on behalf of both organizations by Engine Insights shows that teens remain open to becoming an entrepreneur and starting a business despite COVID-19. 66% of 1,000 teens surveyed between the ages of 13 and 17 said they were likely to consider starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur as an adult. Their greatest concern is the risk of starting a business. So both Junior Achievement and the Brian Hamilton Foundation recommend youth start businesses now because there's little downside. Go entrepreneurs. Next up, Greenwood Village-based RE Colorado announces new CEO. Gene Millman has been named the company's new chief executive officer effective July 1st. In his role, Millman will be responsible for providing strategic direction and leadership to RE Colorado, which serves more than 25,000 real estate professionals across the state of Colorado. RE Colorado claims to be Colorado's most accurate home search website. Liz, I had an interesting discussion with Golden, Colorado-based Boston Market's president, Randy Miller, about their next chapter of growth and how things are going as they reopen their dining process. Randy Miller, president of Golden-based Boston Market. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate being with you today.
It's always good to have someone on who has a respect for my haircut, so I'm so happy.
I think we go to the same barber, actually.
Absolutely. Boston Market has been fighting through some tough times, even before the pandemic, closing a number of stores, but especially now with COVID-19. Here in Colorado, the governor has ordered and allowed restaurants to begin reopening and the dine-in process, but you all have taken a more cautious approach. How's business going and why?
So you're right. We have gone through a difficult time at Boston Market, but I'm pleased that today I can say that we have new ownership that is committed to our brand. He believes in our brand, feels it's iconic, and is committed to restoring the brand to the place it held in the restaurant industry for years. And yes, we know that Governor Polis has announced on Sunday night, Monday morning, the new order that allows restaurants to reopen their dining rooms. We're excited to get our dining rooms reopened, but we are taking a cautious approach, as you mentioned.
I had a conversation with Delinda Fachinow, owner of Indulge Bistro and Wine Bar, and their first few days back have been going pretty well, but they've been struggling to rehire people due to the competition with enhanced unemployment benefits. How is Boston Market attracting talent, workers back?
So we've experienced the same thing, Ryan, and really what we have tried to do is, first off, get back to the people that were with us at restaurants that we closed as we've reopened them to get them rehired, bring them back into the Boston Market family, because they know the restaurant better than anyone and can operate it at a high level. The other thing we're doing is really trying to aggressively recruit out with our hiring partners and talking about the benefits of working with Boston Market. We're very different than other restaurant concepts who may have early morning hours and late night hours, may serve alcohol as part of their business. Ours is really a business that operates from usually 10:30 till 9 o'clock at night. So from a work-life balance, it's a great place for people to work. And we find that when we're able to tell that story, we're able to attract great people to work at Boston Market.
Now, Randy, I think companies must be agile and reimagine how they do business in these times. As you mentioned, Boston Market was purchased by Engaged Brands, bringing fresh financial and strategic support. How do you innovate, flip the script in this new normal to improve the customer experience and ultimately achieve that next chapter of growth you all are seeking?
Yeah, so we've already started that. We've been very blessed because our brand actually started as a take-home meal solution organization. And so during the pandemic, it really has been back to basics for us. We have been very focused on providing family meals to consumers. We saw during those 10 weeks from early March until right now, consumers were really staying, as you know, staying home and trying to prevent themselves from going out and interacting too much in the public. And so we were able to take advantage of the fact that 42% of our restaurants have drive-thrus. We're already primarily a take-home meal restaurant. And we added things like curbside pickup. And we, with our third-party delivery partners, we've really seen our business start to rebound in a nice way as consumers remind themselves about what great food we have at Boston Market. Innovation-wise, it's difficult. We're going to continue to look at our menu and find new products to bring out there to stay relevant to our consumers and guests. And we're really excited to get the restaurants reopened. But as you mentioned at the outset, we're being very cautious with how we do that.
Randy, you said it, man. You got to rethink how you do business, and it's very interesting to hear how Boston Market is taking that approach. Randy Miller, president of Boston Market, thanks for joining us. Keep us posted on your progress, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks.